Pop culture tourism is the act of traveling to locations featured in popular literature, film, music, or any other form of media, also referred to as a location vacation. Popular destinations have included Los Angeles, California area film studios, New York City, New York urban area featured in hundreds of Hollywood and American films, The Field of Dreams, a baseball field featured in the movie of the same name, New Zealand after The Lord of the Rings was filmed there, Sherwood Forest, Nottinghamshire, associated with Robin Hood, Alnwick Castle, location of Hogwarts in Harry Potter, Rosslyn Chapel, Scotland and Lincoln Cathedral, England. Locations used in the Da Vinci Code film, Wallace Monument, Stirling, dedicated to Scottish hero William Wallace, saw a visitor rise of 160,000 after the film Braveheart. Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands, home of the mythical Loch Ness Monster. Highclere Castle, location of Downton Abbey, Stratford-upon-Avon, birthplace of William Shakespeare, receives about 4.9 million visitors a year from all over the world. Tintagel Castle in southwest England, association with King Arthur. Ashdown Forest, East Sussex, setting for Winnie the Pooh. The game Pooh Sticks is a popular attraction. Tom's Restaurant, which is known to many as Monks from Seinfeld, Prince Edward Island, in which the Canadian novel Anne of Green Gables takes place, is a popular attraction for tourists, notably from Japan, South Korea because of the recent Halley phenomenon in East Asia. Japan for Japanophiles are lovers of Japanese pop culture. Istanbul for fans of Turkish television drama. Forks, Washington, primary setting of the Twilight series of novels and films. North Bend, Washington and in particular Tweed's Cafe where much of the television show Twin Peaks was shot. Roseland, Washington, which stood in for Sicily, Alaska in the television show Northern Exposure. Tunisia, location of the filming of the Star Wars movies. Pin Oak Court, Vermont. South Victoria, US suburban Melbourne shooting location for internationally popular soap opera Neighbours. Santa Ynez Valley in Central California where much of Sideways took place. Burkittsville, Maryland, where tourists recreate the most gruesome scenes from the Blair Witch Project. Salzburg, Austria, where many scenes from the musical The Sound of Music were filmed. Metropolis, Illinois, declared by DC Comics to be the home of Superman. Liverpool, for fans of the Beatles, a museum dedicated to them. The Beatles' story is situated at the Albert Dock. The reconstructed cavern, the club they played in before becoming famous, is also a stop for Beatles pilgrims. A bus tour of the city entitled The Magical Mystery Tour visits many sites associated with the group including former homes of the Beatles. Tobermory, Isle of Mull, Scotland, location of the popular children's program Balamory. Albuquerque, New Mexico, the location of the AMC television series Breaking Bad. Brevedum, Transylvania County, North Carolina, filming location of The Hunger Games. Petra, Jordan, where visits went from the thousands to the millions after the climactic scene of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was filmed in Alcasna, Norway, where tourism increased after the Pixar movie Frozen was released. Pop culture tourism is in some respects akin to pilgrimage, with its modern equivalents of places of pilgrimage, such as Elvis Presley's Graceland and the grave of Jim Morrison in Père Lachaise Cemetery. Another pop culture tourism destination is Vulcan, Alberta, Canada. In the early 1990s, this small rural community began to explore ways it could capitalize on the coincidence of the town's name being the same as popular Star Trek character, Mr. Spock's home planet, Vulcan, to develop its local tourism industry.